Hello and welcome to Creative by Nature. My name is Donna. Just wanted to let you know that today's video is not a sponsored video. I found something fun online and I wanted to share it with you all. Okay, so here is designbundles.net. This is an online store for digital downloads, and they specialize in fonts and templates, printable papers, and lots of other things. I am going to show you today a free download that they are offering everybody. All you have to do is set up a free account, and then right here you can see they have free designs. So once you have your account set up, you'll go into free designs. And here you can see all the free downloads that they are offering at this moment. So there's lots of different download kits that you can get right here on this page, and they have lots just for every day, for gifts, different seasonal stuff as well. Today I am going to share with you the newest one, and it is the Christmas Village SVG bundle. And so all you have to do is click on the image, and then it brings you to this page, and right now you can see it's free. They do offer a lot of bundles to purchase as well. Right now it's free, so I'm going to click on download free now. So I have clicked on that and it has downloaded. And you can see right here. And what I have done is I'm going to go into my files, and I'm going to go into the downloads. And you can see at the top here, it has the file. So on my desktop, I have a file specifically for Christmas Village. So I'm going to click and pull the file over, and it has moved it into here, this Christmas Village file. So all their bundles are a zipped file, so you will need to unzip the file. To do that, you want to right click and extract all. And you want to extract it all to the location you desire. For me, it's going to extract it into this Christmas Village file that I created. And there you have it. It's in there right here. I use a PC, so I am going to just click and open that up. And here you can see it has all the different files for these images. Today we're going to be using the SVG and the JPG, the JPEG. And it also gives you a picture of what the village looks like when it's all done. It looks so cute. I am so excited. Okay, so I am going to close out all these other files, and I want to leave this one open. So now I want to go into Cricut Design Space. So I'm going to open that up. Okay, so once you are into Cricut Design Space, you're doing a new project. You want to go to the uploads. Now I myself have already loaded the images into Cricut Design Space, but just to show you, you click on the upload image and you want to go to browse. And then you want to find that file where you unzipped, where you had all those images. So you're going to click through all the files until you come to the SVGs for all the different images. So you just click on it, open, and it will bring the different house images to Cricut Design Space. So here you have it here. So you want to do that for each image. So you're going to go upload, browse, find the file on your desktop, click on the house that you want to upload to Cricut Design Space, click open, and then save. And there it brings it in. So you want to do that for each house. So I still have my file open for the Christmas Village, and they have the option of a printable. So I am going to open up one of these, and it brings up the printable. So then all you need to do is click print, insert the colored paper that you are going to be using for your Christmas Village. In my case, I am using the craft paper color, and then it will print it up for you. It's a great alternative if you don't have a cutting machine. So I like to do all my uploading into Cricut Design Space on the computer. But when I actually do my work using my Cricut Joy, I like to use my device. So at this point, I am going to close everything out on the computer. I have got my printable done already, and now we will move on to using my device as well as the Cricut Joy, and as well as using the printable. All right, so now you're going to need an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. I cut it down into two different sizes, a 5 by 8.5 and a 5 by 11. I'll be using the light grip 12-inch long Cricut Joy cutting mat, and I'll need my scraping tool and the weeding tool, as well as my Cricut Joy fine point pen in black. So now I'm in the Cricut Design Space app, and I'm in the canvas section. I go to my uploaded images and I insert one of my house images. Now I tap on the edit to check on the size of the house, because I want to make sure I have the proper length of paper to cut this image out. So I will be using the 5 by 8.5 piece of cardstock. Click on the mat, and here you can see the image that shows all the score lines that would typically use the scoring tool. The Cricut Joy does not come with a scoring tool, but you can still create this really cute village. In place of the scoring tool, you're going to need the black pen. So now you'll click on continue and connect your Cricut Joy to your device so you can continue on with the next steps. So now I click on the cardstock material, but first we need to change out our tools. So I'm going to be replacing the blade with the pen. So now you'll load your mat and click go to proceed to the next steps. So as I said, the pen is going to be creating the score lines, and instead of cutting, it is actually drawing. So once the Cricut Joy is done drawing out all your lines, you want to unload your mat and proceed to the next step, which is cutting out your house design. So before you move on to that, you do need to place your blade back into your machine. So as you can see here, the cutting lines are on a white background. So now you can proceed with the next steps on your Cricut Design Space app and allow the machine to cut out your house image. If you're new here, I want to say welcome, and I'd love for you to join my community by tapping on the subscribe button along with the bell to keep up to date with everything I have to share. So when the machine is done cutting, you want to unload the mat and click finish. And then you can proceed to insert the next house image you want to cut. Just be sure to pay attention to the size of your house image. Again, you click on the edit and it shows you the size of each cutting file. This one is a longer one, so you'd need the 5 by 11 piece of cardstock. So our image is all cut out, and using the light grip makes it really easy to remove all the paper. So I'm going to remove all the excess, flip the mat over, and gently peel back the cutting mat, and that will prevent your cardstock from bending. Remove any of the excess bits that didn't stick to the mat. You could use a weeding tool if need be, then use the scraping tool to remove all the bits off of the mat. So you're all ready for the next image. Now it's time to create the score marks. You need a cutting mat, a stainless steel ruler with a cork backing, and either an embossing stylus or a bone folder to create your scoring marks. So you want to place your ruler just on the other side of the black line, and using the blunt, large tip of the embossing tool, you want to run it along the line. I really liked using this embossing stylus to create my score lines, but just use whatever tool you have on hand. So I pressed my tool over the lines about 2 to 3 times. It just depends on the tool you're using. Once you are done with creating the score lines, you can start to fold your house together. So the glue that I found worked best was Aleene's tacky glue, and I used it in this fine tip applicator. And I just applied a small little bead to the flap and then pressed the pieces of cardstock together to start to form the house. Continue to press the cardstock pieces together until they stick together. Then you can continue on with all your other flaps. Just a little tip, I flipped the house over onto a flat surface and I pressed down on the inside onto the flaps. That helped to keep the pieces together nicely. All right, now to show you how to do the printable version. You need the cutting mat, some scissors, and a cutting knife. You want to cut out the image with your scissors. This is the way I used to always do this kind of file, and I was so excited to see that Design Bundles provided this for us. Use your cutting mat and the cutting knife to cut out the windows and the door. And now it's time for the score lines. As you can see, they do have it printed out on the image, and you just want to do the same procedure as before. Just make sure you press down hard enough, but not so hard that you rip through the paper. I really love how this sweet and simple little Christmas village came together. You could use any type of cardstock you have on hand, and you can decorate these if you'd like. These would even make some cute little ornaments. So go and check out Design Bundles for this limited time freebie, and if need be, feel free to purchase it. It is a great website for all kinds of different cutting files and printables, and you name it. I want to thank you all so much for being here, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.